is a truly dynamic speaker. And for those of you who have not heard him, you are in for a rich treat. Come on, let's receive him with a warm round of applause. Dr. Dennis Kendall.
I know that I can teach, and I know that I can write, and I know that I can communicate effectively. I'd be a fool not to exploit that. What is your area of unfair competitive advantage? And why is that critically important? Because when you are the best at what you do, entrepreneurs, when you are the best at what you do, you never have to worry about income, and you never have to worry about employment. Why? The marketplace will seek you out.
Well, number one, the first teacher that a child will ever have is parents. The first teacher a child will ever have is a parent. Okay? So we can't blame the school system. We can't, yeah, there's enough bites on that apple to go around. School system plays a role. Now, again, I told you about my mother. My mother had a 7th grade education. Now, here I got a PhD from Northwestern. But my mother corrected my English. And she was self-conscious. She would read the newspaper, and any word that she didn't understand, she would circle and go look it up. So it begins with education. You know, like I said, there's a lot of love in the word no. I tell my students all the time, particularly males, I love you. But you're not going to come in my class with those pants hanging off your you-know-what. Sweetheart, oh, I love you. But no, when you come in my class, you will wear some clothes. I love you. But no, you're not walking in here
How
late.
you add value? People don't care about you until they realize something you care about. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but people in Chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't even be won. He wouldn't say till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried he'd hit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, oh, you'll never do that, at least no one ever has done it. He took off his coat, he took off his hat, and the first thing we know, he begun it with a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin without any doubting or quitting. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did. There are thousands who tell you cannot be done. There are thousands of prophecy failures. There are thousands ready to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait till a failure. But with a lift of your chin and a bit of a grin, you just take off your coat and go to it. You started to sing as you tackle the thing. Spit in his face becomes Marcus Garvey. Slam the school door in the face becomes Mary McLeod the film. Write him off as another fatherless black male.
You got to demand excellence. I'm not saying raise the bar. No, place the bar where it should have always been. And we've lowered the bar so much now that we trip over it rather than clear it. Okay? But demand excellence. Because this world is changing and this world is shrinking. And the competition is not here in Detroit. Your competition is Asia. Your competition is in China. And I've been all over the world. They are hungry for education. I mean, you look at Bill Gates. All right, you look at the stock market, how the stock market is doing. Bill Gates will either be number 1 or number 2. All right, it'll either be Warren Buffett, Larry Ellison of Oracle, or Bill Gates. At last count, $45 to $50 billion. I mean, come on. Or what is that? $100 million a day, $4 million an hour, $67,000 a second. Now look at our youth and our children. We know every rap lyric in the world. We know Little Flip, we know Lil Wayne, Little John, Lil Kim. We know every rap lyric in the world. But we can't put a noun and a predicate together for a sentence. And you ready for this? We invented the written word. What color do you think Aesop was? Aesop was an African. 560 BC, he invents the written word. There'd be no Chaucer, no Steinbeck, no Hemingway, no nothing. More for Aesop. And now Ebonics? No, ain't gonna be no Ebonics, brother.
And what I want to say, Detroit, is time is running out. You want to find the answer? You won't find the answers with groups. You'll find it with individuals. That man or woman who wants to pay and is willing to pay the price. And let me tell you something, Detroit. If you live the normal life, which is 72 to 74 years on earth, that's only 25,000 days. That's all you get. 25,000 days on earth. Time is not running out, but your life is. So this is the entrepreneurial question. What are you going to do with the rest of life that you have left?
And I tell my students, if I stepped on your toes, then you need to move your feet. Remember what I said? You only get 25,000 days on earth. That's it. So just like Barack Obama said the other night, let this be the moment that you made a difference. And John Johnson was clear on that. So many times, child, when I interviewed some of these folks, they had a little bit of attitude. They were sick and tired of seeing what was going on in the black community. They had, and John, when we talk about achievement and peak performance, John Johnson says, young man, you don't need to interview me. All you got to do is look at a relay race. I said, Mr. Johnson, what are you talking about? He said, a relay race isn't won or lost on, how fast the runners are. If you think a relay race is going to be won or lost on how fast the runners are, you can forget it. A relay race is won or lost on how capable one runner passes the baton from one to the next. And he said, in black community, we have swift runners, man. Lane number 1, Colin Powell. Lane number 2 at the time, Ron Brown. Lane number 3, Susan Taylor Essence. Men and women who have run the race of their lives holding this baton called success, leadership, and achievement. And we got to make sure the next generation is fit, focused, ready to run the race of their lives. So, I mean, none of that. Special ed, when you invented education, what the hell is special ed? Special ed is a holding cell. It's a holding cell for the real cell that'll occur about, 60 months down the road. That's all it is. Special ed here, brother. You will learn like everybody else.
I'm not telling everybody you got to be a millionaire. I'm not telling you that you got to be an entrepreneur. I just want you completely fulfilled. Detroit, damn it, don't ever forget. A career is what you pay for, but a calling is what you're made for. What did Mary tell Martha? He is able.